So I am starting off applying my foundation first. The foundation that I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the color Amber. Before I bought this color, I tested out the color Caramel, but it was just a little bit too light for me. It's more of like your winter tone. As I get lighter in winter, most people do. So it was more of the lighter side, and I like for my foundations to be a tad bit darker, not too dark, but you know, a little bit more tan. And I did want to mention that I do like the way this foundation applies, but I did go back over it with a second layer just to cover up a couple of dark spots that I have that seep through my foundation. So me applying it the second time, that is the reason why I apply it. So as far as for my concealer, I am using LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Medium Beige. You can go get this from like your local beauty supply store, and they're normally like $2.99, $3 at the most, and they're really good for the price. And for my contour, I am using a cream color by Anastasia, the color that I've been loving lately. I am going to try something different, but this color is the color Cinnamon from her contour kit. And now I'm just going in and blending everything out with my Real Technique sponge. I blend my concealer with one side, and I blend my cream contour color with another side. So that is what I love about this this sponge, because it has different angles and different sides to it. So the very first color is the light orange color that's from the Morphe 350 palette. And I'm just going to blend that into my upper crease. And I'm just going to keep building this color until it gets to as dark as I want it to be. And I'm just going to keep building this color and building this color, because you want to start off with lighter colors before you go in with your darker colors. The key to this look is honestly going to be blending and patience, because you're going to want to make sure you blend your colors out as good as you want them to be, because you want to make sure that certain colors seep through the outer portions of the brighter colors, if that makes sense. So now I'm getting into my darker colors. I am going to be using that bottom dark orange color, and this is still the Morphe 350 palette. And I'm just going to take a more dense brush, and I'm going to blend that into my crease as well, just underneath it and a little bit on top of it, just to kind of darken that up and to also have that lighter shadow on the outside. So the next color that I'm going to use is this brown color that is right beside the light orange color that I used first. Only thing about this palette is that it does not have any names with the colors, so you kind of have to give a description of where you found the color at. But I am now going in with a blending brush, obviously, and I'm going to blend that brown color into my crease as well, just right beneath that darker orange color and a little bit on top of that color. And I'm just going to keep building this to give my eyes a little bit more of a shadow. And now I'm going to go in with a more chocolate brown color, and it is the color Fudge by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just going to blend this into my outer V and right above where my lid is, kind of like where my crease is, but just a tad bit underneath. Don't worry too much if it gets on your lid, because we're going to actually carve out where we want our lid color to go. So if it blends down into your lid, just don't really worry about it. So now I'm going in with a small flat shadow brush, and I'm using the color Breakfast at Tiffany's by Morphe. And I'm just putting that onto my lid and carving out exactly where I want this color to go. At first I went in with just the color itself, but then I went back in after I sprayed my brush with Fix Plus, and then went back into the eyeshadow just to kind of make it a little bit more vibrant. So I honestly didn't like the technique that I used on my other eyes, so I went in with concealer on this eye just to see if I can get rid of a little bit of that darker brown color that I used. And then I went in with Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I believe I had Fix Plus on my brush this time. So now I'm just on the part where I'm just trying to create the eye shape that I want, and I went back in with that brown color and kind of blend it around the Breakfast at Tiffany's color. And now I'm just applying my eyeliner. The eyeliner that I'm using is Wet n Wild. I believe is Noir Black or something like that. I'm going to put it down in the description box. And now I'm just going back in with the color Fudge. And I'm using the brush that comes with most of Anastasia's palettes. And I'm just blending that around the Breakfast at Tiffany color. So now I'm actually going in with some mascara. I'm using a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I'm just applying one coat because I am trying out lashes in this video. I actually used the Ardell Double Up Wispy, I believe that is what it's called. I'm not really sure. It's a popular lash, that's why I got it. Just to try it out. I got it from Walmart, I believe. They were like $4.99, maybe $5. I'm not really sure. I'll leave it down in the description box. But as I said, I was trying them out. This is one of my very first times doing it. And I actually had to cut the lash in half because every time I applied it with a full lash, I would have to redo it, and because only one side would stick. I actually even had to get my boyfriend to help me out, which is crazy. I'm probably going to insert a pic of that. So after I finally got the lashes to go on right, I went in with a kind of frosty blue color eyeliner that I got from the beauty supply store, and I just lined my waterline with that. And then after I applied that eyeliner, I went in with a flat shader brush and applied Breakfast at Tiffany's on my waterline as well. Then I went back in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and I applied that on my bottom lashes. And now I'm just bronzing up my face. I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So now I'm just going in with some Fix Plus. I normally spray my face with Fix Plus before I apply my highlighter. And I wait for it to dry a little bit and then I apply my highlighter. The highlighter that I'm using is Becca's Champagne Pop. So as far as for my lips, I did use two colors because I thought I was going to go nude. And I used the liner Chi by ColourPop. And then for my lipstick, I used Velvet Teddy by MAC. And then I also topped it with Damn Gina by Kylie Cosmetics. It was one of the collaborations that she did with Chloe. It was a part of that kit that she did with her. But I did not like the way the nude and the glossy lip look. So I did switch it up at the end. So before I actually switched my lip, I did do my hair. What you see me doing at first was kind of wetting my edges because you get makeup on your edges. And I do that before I apply any edge control because you'll just take the makeup that's on your hair and spread it all over your edges and your hair. So the way I apply edge control is I basically just follow my natural hairline. I don't create any types of baby hairs. I just do everything that's naturally there. And I'm just brushing my hair into a ponytail. Something pretty plain, simple, self-explanatory, but I just wanted to explain how I do edge control because I do see a lot of people create their own edges and I don't do that. I think it looks really fake, but you know, to each his own. If you like it, I love it, whatever. But as far as me, I just basically follow my natural hairline and whatever hairs is peeping through, that is what I brush down. And my sideburns, they were going to come down regardless, so that is why I am using a toothbrush to pull those down. And now for the color that I did use that I love with this makeup look was True Brown K, my ultimate favorite, by Kylie Cosmetics. So after I finished applying the lipstick, I was completely finished with the look. Only thing I did was spray my face with Fix Plus again. So yeah, this completes that video, and this is the final look. If you like this look, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions or comments or concerns. I do reply to my comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. And I will see you guys in my next video.